Nebula Camo, the most sought after mastery camo in the zombies mode. Some of you may have it, and others may just now be getting your first weapon to Mystic Gold. Regardless of where you are in your camo grind journey, this video will hopefully be an eye-opener to the dark secret that this camo grind really holds. First, we need to start off with why do people covet this camo and what really makes it so desirable? Some say it's because of how amazing it looks, while others just need it to feel like they've completed the mode. While both of those are very valid reasons to want to do something, you do have to ask yourself, is it really worth all the time that it will take to achieve something that most people will never actually see or hear about after this COD cycle ends? I myself have been doing this camo grind since the game launched on October 25th. At first, it was a fun and cool challenge to take on and keep the mode fresh, but just after a short month, it became almost an addiction. To completing each camo page one by one, I started to notice my personal life and responsibilities falling behind. Now, I know that a level of self-control is to blame for that aspect of my life, but hear me out and let's do some rough math real quick. In order to get Nebula, you need to have gotten Mystic Gold, Opal, and Afterlife camos on 33 weapons. Now, if that sounds like an insane number, it's because that is. Every weapon in the roster during the launch of Black Ops 6 makes up the 33 weapons. To start unlocking camos for a weapon in zombies, you first need to unlock all of its military camos. In order to do that, it requires an absurd 2,000 headshots. Assuming you go to round 31 on any map in Exfil, it's safe to say you will spend close to an hour in that match and roughly have 1,200 eliminations. Now, assuming you got Deadshot early on and that you were optimizing every elimination, let's say you got an astounding 80% of those being headshots. That's only 960 headshots. So to get a weapon's military camo done, you're already 2 hours in per weapon. That equals 66 hours total to get all of your military camos completed for each weapon. Now, after completing the military camos on a weapon, you unlock the ability to do that weapon's 2 special camos. These camos require a certain challenge to be done, and they can range from getting 300 kills with the weapon Pack-a-Punched, or just taking down 30 vermin. Now, most of these challenges can be done in a single short game, so let's say they are only going to add about 30 minutes per weapon. If we add the special camo time to the total time we have, we're now at 82.5 hours of gameplay just to complete the basic camos, assuming you have perfect optimization, and that is with no mastery camos included yet. Now, after you complete all standard camos, we move on to the first mastery camo, which is Mystic Gold. This challenge is very simple. You only need to get 10 kills rapidly 15 times with said weapon. So let's say you can complete that in one similar fashion to the specials, and it only takes about 30 minutes per weapon again. That's going to move our total count now to 99 hours. Here's where things become unbearable. We now have to tackle the Opal camo, and the challenge itself is not hard, it's just defeating 30 special zombies. So in order to do that, you can either take on the guaranteed Mangler for round 11 on Directed Liberty Falls for hours and hours on end, or you can play roughly to rounds 31 to 36 with the weapon that you're trying to get Opal. The insane number of special zombies required makes our camo grind slow down substantially. To get a weapon Opal, it's roughly going to take you an hour to an hour and a half for each weapon. Now, assuming best case scenario here, let's go ahead and bring that total hour count up to 132 hours. Now, after Opal, we only have one camo separating us from Nebula, and that is Afterlife. Now, this camo is either going to go by super quick or painfully slow. This one is truly based on your skill. The challenge is to kill 20 zombies consecutively without taking any damage. Now I'm going to be kind here and say that you watching the video are a very good zombies player. You can knock an Afterlife camo out by around, let's say 15 to 20, and it'll only take you about 40 minutes max. That's going to increase our hour count to 157 hours if you round up. Now, you're here. You are finally within Nebula's reach. You just need to complete one final challenge. Now that challenge is simple. It's taking down 10 elite zombies. But you got to realize, only a handful of elites are going to show up per 31 round game. Honestly, probably right around 5 or 6. So that means you're going to need to do 2 more round 31 runs per weapon to finish this grind. And remember, if a round 31 run normally runs an hour in length, you are now at an astounding total of 222 hours to get your precious Nebula camo. You now need to ask yourself, was the 222 hours worth it? Think about what else you could have done in that time. You could have flown around the entire globe 5 times. Or heck, you could have watched the hit movie Oppenheimer 74 times. The opportunities really are endless. So take this time to reflect on what you guys have done. And anywho, I'm almost done with opal, so I gotta go keep slaying manglers. Bye guys!